Testing. All right. Let me flip the camera really quickly, and then we'll get started on this. All right, so as we get started here, a little bit later than normal. Usually go live Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time, but I had to work. So, all right, so let's look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. So better late than never. Right now, we're neutral at 50. The other day, we were at 55 when I looked at this, or around 55, and we were in extreme greed for at least a few days. So that is what we're looking at. The market is resetting. That's a very healthy thing as this continues to go to the upside. I feel like testing. I want to make sure my sound is good. We are live on YouTube as well, so I want to make sure it's good for YouTube. Anyways, let's look at Bitcoin right now. I'm going to start on the weekly time frame, and then we're going to work our way down. Obviously, the weekly time frame is the same from about 30 hours ago when I was live last. Weekly time frame is getting oversold quite quickly. That's a good sign. It's definitely going to make a higher low unless we get a black swan event. But it still has a little more downside. I believe you're going to put a higher low in, but the previous low was 24,000. So technically, you could go to the $30,000 range, and that'd still be a higher low. The 3-day time frame for Bitcoin is trying to get the bounce, kind of struggling to do so. And the daily time frame right now for Bitcoin is, again, same situation as the 3-day. It's oversold, but not getting the bounce. So I really, if you want to see a bounce on Bitcoin, you have to at least break $42,000. If that doesn't happen, I'm looking for more downside. If Bitcoin does not get back above $42,000, and now even if it doesn't get back above 40,200, you can't see 42,000. If you don't get back above 40,200, then I'm looking for more downside. And the next macro target, for me at least, is 34,283. If you break 40,200, then you really have to get back above 42,000 before I'm bullish on Bitcoin. If you want to be really exact, 42,372. So that is it for Bitcoin. If this, then that. If you don't at least break 40,200, you are still bearish. I think based on the weekly time frame, though, even though it's getting oversold quickly, I still would not be surprised at all if you saw the low 30s before Bitcoin gets a massive reversal on the higher time frames, such as the weekly and the monthly. Usually when you buy stuff and it's oversold on the weekly, that's when you can make a lot of money, especially if it gets oversold on the weekly time frame in a bull market. So really, I'm looking for Bitcoin to get oversold on the weekly, and then when that happens, I would be looking for a move to the upside again on the higher time frames, such as the weekly and monthly time frames. But again, 30,000 is pretty much, I don't know if we could hit 30, but I think we hit the low 30s for sure. So that is what I'm looking at. Short term, I'm bearish. Long term, I'm really bullish. But medium term, like on the weekly time frame, I'm bearish. And I'm looking for the low 30s on Bitcoin, which means the entire market is probably going to continue to bleed to the downside. And really, the stock RSI is still at 50. That could go down to 20 before you're we really see a bounce. So we'll see what happens. But right now, and also usually before the halving on crypto and Bitcoin, usually we see a dump, and that's what we're seeing right now. Plus, it was sell the news event for the ETF, so I'm not surprised at all that this is happening. And it's I think it was overdue for at least a while now. So at least a few months, a few weeks, if nothing else. Not a few months, a few weeks. So that's what I'm looking at for that. I'm going to trade on this one. This is literally $1 million market cap coin, so this could be a good gem to hold. HYVE. You can buy this on Mexc. This is one I'm in on. Entered at 43. It's at 40 right now. So yes, I'm down a little bit, but that is a trade I have going with a stop loss at 37. So that's just the one I want to talk about. Still in this, I think I was in this trade the other day. Actually, just over a day ago when I went live, I was in this trade on UMA coin. So I am in a trade on this still. It's at $6. I entered at $4.70. A very small trade, but that's the funding fees are in my favor right now too. So I'm pretty happy about that. The 50-minute time frame is continuing to make higher highs and higher lows. I like that. The 1-hour time frame is kind of overbought, but that was like a V-shaped recovery. You got kind of a dolphin dip to the downside, and you got V-shaped recovery, very bullish, and I didn't get stopped out. The 4-hour time frame right now the 4-hour time frame looks great for UMA coin. That's a rounded bottom on the 4-hour time frame, and the stock RSI is just getting started, already putting in a higher high on the 4-hour time frame, and you have more room to go. The daily chart for UMA coin is bearish. because you overbought. 3-day has a little more gas. I won't say the 3 days bearish, and the weekly is trying to get one more push to the upside before another dump to the downside. So I like, at least right now, I like the 4 hour time frame for a push to the upside and a little bit higher. We'll see what happens, but that's the trade I'm in right now. And I entered this trade on the 50-minute time frame, so right now my stop loss is just at break even, if not slightly. It's a little bit above it. I enter at 470. My stop is 475, 480. So that's what we're looking at for UMA coin. 4 hour time frame does say it wants to go higher, and if you just do the 50-minute time frame, right now you could just say, well, take it from the last high to the last local low, and then get the falling wedge, draw the falling wedge. The 50-minute chart definitely has some more downside because it's not oversold yet. It's not oversold yet, but if you're trying to front run this idea, you could say it's roughly going to maybe get, it might go a little bit lower, so you could say, well, $7 is roughly the target on UMA coin, so, or 680 is roughly the target on UMA coin. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Another push up maybe in about an hour or two is very possible and likely for UMA coin. That's one I'm already in a trade on, so that's what we're looking at. Guys, we have a Telegram group. It's free to join. Make sure to join the link in the description below, and then in there you can join the Patreon if you want, or I mean the Discord if you want, which is my Patreon, I guess. Thank you for the follow, John. So you don't see Bitcoin bouncing one more time to 43 to 47 before dump? Not really, no. You could bounce back to like 42,000. Because I think at smaller time frames do need some sort of relief rally, and I think, yeah. Thank you for the follow, Jamie. So that's what we're looking at for Bitcoin. If you guys have requests, let me know in the comment section below. While you guys send me in requests, if I get any, maybe I don't, and that's fine. But I'm going to go and look at Jasmine Coin. I know, again, I'm going live. I got to really stick to my schedule Monday and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, but I've been struggling to do it. So I've been going live twice a week for a long time. It's just not always at the same time. I got to get better at that. So that's probably why the turnout's not what it should be. But anyways, I want to look at this coin. And what is happening right now? Oh, here we go. Alright, so I'm just going to record this really quick. Testing, testing, testing. Thank you for the likes. Welcome to the Crypto Boss Ninja channel. Let's look at Jasmine. I haven't looked at Jasmine in a while. Jasmine is a coin that I've gone over for several years now. I'm not going over it as much because the interest has died down, but there's still some interest in it. Weekly time frame right now is getting close to being oversold, but it probably has 2 more weeks of downside action, at least, maybe 3. So just be cautious. We are not bullish yet. Really sitting on support at 4.9, but let's look at the 3-day time frame. 3 days oversold, and the daily time frame is it's just sitting neutral. The 4-hour time frame right now for Jasmine coin is breaking the support at 4.9. You actually did try to get a bounce off 4.7 as support. You got above it. You went as high as 5.74, and now retesting that 4.9 and 4.74 as strong support. You have very strong support at that 4.73 area. If you don't hold 4.73, I would say you probably don't hold 4.73 because the weekly's overbought. If your next target would be 4.31, and maybe by then the weekly would be oversold. Who knows? But it is holding these levels pretty nicely on the higher time frames. 4.3 is really probably the most likely scenario in the next week or two. It's not a very volatile coin, so maybe that's why it's lost some interest. But if you somehow stay above 4.73, your next target to the upside is going to be 0.06 of a penny. So that's what we're looking at right now for Jasmine. The 4-hour time frame, you're below the 200-day moving average and the 200 simple moving average, so I can't really be bullish on the 4-hour time frame. The 1-hour chart, you're still below those moving averages as well. And 1-hour chart is actually trying to get the balance. We'll see what happens, but my guess is you make a lower low. Or lower high, I should say. The 50-minute time frame is making a lower high, and the previous high was 5.0. This high was 4.94. It's barely a lower low, but it is a lower low. You're also below the 200 simple moving average and 200 moving averages. So really, I think the most likely scenario longer term is 4.3. But if we get a move to the upside based off the 1 hour time frame and it makes a higher high, I would be looking for 6/100ths of a penny to be the next resistance. If you guys enjoyed this video, appreciate it if you hit the like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and check out our Telegram group. I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know. Jasmine is interesting, but it's not very fun to watch. I think that's why it's lost some interest. That there's no volatility in it anymore, and people want volatility because that's how they make money. And no one wants to invest in a coin that's not doing anything, because really Jasmine's done nothing for over a year now, so I don't blame people for not watching the videos anymore, but there's still some people interested, so I'll just leave it at that. So let me just, I can upload that after, I guess, but anyways, that is Jasmine in a nutshell. Really, it's kind of a boring coin to look at recently, but it does still get some views on my channel, so I'll still go over it a little bit. And I see 35K coming. I would say that range is, a good area. Yeah. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. I can't tell you what you should do, but anyways, if there's any requests, let me know. Otherwise, with that being said, guys, I'll be live on Monday. Wait, today's Monday. I'll be live. Next time I'll be live will be Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. But that is kind of usually my Monday streams are definitely my longer streams because I know there's football on the weekends. Although this Saturday there's no football, so it'll probably be back to a decently long stream. Half hour to an hour. I can't guarantee that, but it always obviously the live streams are longer when there's more viewers, and more engagement. But anyways, with that being said, the trades I'm in to recap is UMA coin. Stop loss just above break even. HVE coin, I'm down a little bit, but my stop loss would be around 3.6, 3.7. Probably stop limit 3.7 and 3.7 would be my stop limit, and 3.6 would be the stop loss. That way, it would make sure the order would get filled because it's a lower liquidity coin. It's only $1 million market cap. But I will say this: for only being a $1 million market cap coin, there is a lot of liquidity for the low market cap. So Shido is another one that I would be really bullish on. It's a higher market cap, so I'd just be cautious, but I do like this one. Shido's one on that I also have on my radar. This thing just is, I don't even know why I still watch Ethereum 2. It's just a shit coin that has had an absolute downfall ever since it came out on Mexc. That's a bad chart. There's no liquidity, I don't think, so I would never touch this. I just like watching the shit storm that happens sometimes. I can't believe Mexc even still has this as a coin because it is down. This was at $12. Are you kidding me? At one point now it's whatever. This is down like 99.99999%. So I don't know, but I don't know why Mexc even lists these coins. I don't understand. I thought when it first came out it was going to do good, or at least have some kind of chance to do good. But now, if it goes back to the all-time high, which it never will, that would be that'd be over 2 million% return, probably even more than that. That is absolutely ridiculous how much it's down. The thing was at $12, and now it's like a 1/1000th of a penny. I mean, that's crazy. But anyways, if you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know, and I will do them. Otherwise, I'll be back live Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Time. That is kind of what I'm looking at. So with that being said, guys, I don't see any requests. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Time for our next live stream. If you guys join the Telegram, I will let you know if I change the time I go live. I might go live earlier in the day because I don't know. But if you join the Telegram, you stay informed, and I will be live Saturday at some point. If I have to go live earlier, I'll let you know on the Telegram. But otherwise, plan at 7 p.m. Central Time for right now. And until then, trade safe. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys in about 5 days for our next live stream. And but I think Bitcoin in 5 days will be lower than it is now, and I think it's going to be $38,000 or lower come Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll see what happens, but that's my prediction, is that we're at least $2,000 lower on Bitcoin in 5 days. I'll see you guys in the next one. Trade safe and have a great week. Okay,